Welcome back, my sunshiny friends. We are doing a what I eat in a day on Zepbound after losing 70 pounds, still going. But I figured you guys seem to like this and I will continue to show you. So first off, obviously, always coffee. I start my day every morning. I've showed you multiple times with a teaspoon. I'm down to about a teaspoon of Miralax. Goes right in my coffee cup, and then I dissolve it with my coffee. Into that goes a splash of French vanilla coffee mate and protein shake. So I have been using for 25 years coffee mate. I've tried fat-free, I've tried sugar-free. I don't like it. So I just use about a tablespoon, maybe a little bit more, and then 3 to 4 ounces of protein shake. This is the one that I like in my coffee. I have tried pretty much all of them. This is Equate brand, which is Walmart. So I put in about like that much. So it's maybe 5-ish grams of protein. That is my morning coffee every single day. Okay, it's about 10 o'clock and I'm a little hungry. So I am making my iced protein coffee now. So my iced coffee is currently, so I go between 3. Javvy, Nescafe Gold. I found this about a week and a half ago and I'm really enjoying it. This is the blonde. It's instant espresso. So I do a teaspoon of this in my cup and then I pour like an ounce or 2 of coffee that's left over and I dissolve it. Sometimes I add like a teaspoon of protein powder. Today I'm not going to. Again, a splash of coffee mate. And this time around, I do an entire bottle so that I'm getting at least 30 grams of protein in my iced coffee. Here is my iced coffee. And that is gonna be 30 grams of protein. I'm telling you, I don't know why this is so good, but it's delicious. It kind of tastes like a macchiato. You can do caramel, like you could do whatever flavors you wanted. Like if you wanted to add, instead of vanilla protein, add the caramel. This is my other favorite. I love this and it's just quick and easy and convenient. 20 grams of protein in the Slate. I will be taking that on vacation with me just to make my life easier. Typically, that's all I really do for breakfast-ish type of situation. But I'm feeling a little hungry today, so I'm feeling wild and crazy. This is, guys, I don't do diet. I don't do anything like that. So I've got just some regular white bread. This is hearty Canadian white. I just toasted up a piece. I'm gonna put a little bit of peanut butter on. So I just opened this. This is Skippy Natural with honey. I don't know if this is the oil or the honey. I just opened it. So I'm gonna mix that up a little bit and then I'm gonna throw some banana on there. I told you guys, I'm feeling crazy. So I cut a piece of the banana off and then I just cut it up. How awesome am I that I cut the exact amount that I was gonna need for that slice of banana. Okay, there's my breakfast / snack along with my iced coffee, and that should do it for the better part of the early part of the day. So with my peanut butter banana sandwich, I haven't had that in like a million years. With that and my protein coffee, I'm probably looking at around 400 calories, but it's also gonna be about pushing 40-ish grams of protein. So not really so bad. And then when you consider my coffee this morning, that also had, so I'm gonna go with 450, even though I think that that's a lot. I don't think I did 450 calories. 450 calories for the beginning part of the day, not too bad, with 40 grams of protein. And then for dinner, I'm gonna be doing some haddock. I'm going on vacation in a few days and I've had this in the freezer, so I wanna use that up. But of course, I'm not gonna do it like super healthy. I'm gonna do a baked stuffed. I've got some crab meat in here, So I'm going to do that with some crab meat. I don't have any crackers to make my stuffing. Well, I do, but I just bought crackers for vacation. So I'm wondering, I've got some saltines, but I don't think that will really do the job. I'm thinking breadcrumbs and cornflakes. Do you think that'll work? I'm thinking that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna do some breadcrumbs and cornflakes together and make like a topping and do some baked haddock. I haven't figured out what the sides are gonna be, and I think I'll make a salad because I just realized that my mother left a head of lettuce in the refrigerator that I need to use. So stay tuned for that. Okay, so something else that I pretty much have every single day is my Benefiber. So these are chewable fiber supplements because I definitely don't get enough fiber. There's not as much fiber in these as I would like, but this is what has been working for me. I've been doing this for over a year. So these also have serving sizes, 3 of them. I usually do 2, to be honest. Sometimes I'll do 3. Is another 30 calories, 0 grams of sugar, 3 grams of fiber. Sometimes, so I also have the gummies. I don't love the gummies as much. They're very sweet. The gummies are 25 calories and 6 grams of fiber. So they do have more fiber. So I kind of alternate between the 2 of them. And I usually will do this twice a day. So I'm getting in my fiber. So add that into the calorie count. Yeah, I'm looking awesome. So it's 2:30. This is like a major problem that I have. I was outside, I was at the pool. I wasn't hungry because I had had my sandwich and I had my protein coffee. Now it's 2:30. I came in the house, I'm gonna shower, get ready to start dinner, but we're not gonna eat until 5:30. So I'm going to get hungry and I don't wanna start picking. So I'm gonna cut off a piece of chicken and just have like a little bit of chicken breast. I had this last night for dinner, so it was left over. I try to have like some type of chicken or some type of protein just in the refrigerator. So like if I have leftovers or if I make dinner, I'll have extra that I can kind of put in. So that's what I'm gonna do right now. I'm just gonna, instead of grabbing something, I was gonna have a protein bar and I might still, I'm just gonna have half of this chicken first and see. So I'm gonna eat a little bit of chicken. I am actually going to have a Built bar. I got these yesterday. These are brownie batter, 17 grams of protein, 140 calories. So the protein to calorie ratio is really good. This was a value pack. There's 8 of these in here. See if I have my receipt. I'm curious how much these were. I went to Walmart yesterday and got a ton of snacks and stuff for vacation. Let me see if I can. Okay, these were $16.48. I had no idea how expensive they were. I just grabbed them. I hadn't had them yet. I had one yesterday. I'll show you. It's like marshmallowy almost. They're called puffs. And that's the consistency. This is chocolate brownie batter. They're good. And I know I'm getting to that point where I just want like a snack, like type thing. And instead of walking around picking on stuff, if I eat one of these, I will get my craving and I will get some more protein. So now that is probably like another 250 calories. I don't know what the chicken is, so I'm just gonna go with like 100-ish. And probably like another 25 grams of protein. So we're doing pretty okay. I'm gonna go get ready to make it. So I'm gonna start preparing dinner. So I figured I would just show you guys a little bit because it's very important to me that you realize that you can eat good food and still lose weight. So we are having fish for dinner. So here is my fish. Some people will go on a diet, on a weight loss journey, and they'll just start eating bland, blah food. And that is not, what my friends, sustainable. it is absolutely positively not sustainable, at least in my opinion, to change everything in your life and just eat raw, healthy, and that unless that's your complete mantra in life. That is not mine. Yummy, delicious food that I enjoy is what is going to help me get where I need to be. So yes, we are having fish, but it's going to be stuffed fish. Now, years ago, I would make stuffed haddock and I would do it with like a Florentine or a Béarnaise sauce or something to that effect. So I will leave the sauce off, but we are still using butter. So here is my haddock. So we've got just some frozen haddock. Ooh, I just got haddock juice on me. 85 calories, 18 grams of protein. So this is going to be a great source of protein for dinner right off the bat. So that's great. But I am going to add more protein, but I'm going to add calories to it. Yes, I am, and I'm going to add fat. So we're going to stuff it with a crab meat stuffing. So I'm just using canned crab meat, which is 70 calories for the whole can and 14 grams of protein. So obviously I'm not using the whole thing. I'll get about a quarter of it. So already we're going to be up to like 25 grams of protein just with our fish. Now, this is what I'm going to do. I have just taken about a cup-ish of cornflakes. I typically would use Ritz crackers. I don't have any. And we're going on vacation in a few days, so I'm not going shopping. So I'm going to use about a cup of that. I had one package left of Keebler club crackers. I'm going to put that in there. And then I'm going to add in some 4C seasoned breadcrumbs. I'm going to get that all prepared. Then we're going to start our butter, and I'm going to show you what it's going to look like. So in my pan, I have, okay, by the way, my pan I kind of killed a couple of weeks ago, and I have tried everything in the world to get it clean. This is the only one pan, I think. So if anybody has any thoughts or suggestions on what to do, I have tried everything. I've tried the pink stuff. I've tried scouring things. I've tried Brillo. I've tried steel wool. I've boiled it. I've done everything that I can think of. Dawn. I've done it all. If you have any suggestions, please let me know. This was Inside Out Burgers, and when I heated it up, this is what happened. Okay, I've got a little bit of olive oil and about a tablespoon of butter. I know it looks like more, but here it is. It's less than actually a tablespoon. That was 1 tablespoon. So we're gonna put that in there, get that all nice and melty. And then here's gonna be my stuffing mix. So I used less than a cup. So about a cup. Serving size is a cup and a half. So I used about a cup. So about 100-ish calories there. I used maybe like a half a cup of breadcrumbs. So that's probably about 200-ish calories. Maybe not. Maybe it was like a quarter of a cup. I mean, I didn't use that much. Look at the bag I have. And then the crackers. So that is in here with salt, pepper, garlic because it is 1 spice. So we're gonna put that in here and get that all coated in the butter. I'm gonna throw this away. Where's my, oh, I thought I already got, sorry. And we're just gonna get that incorporated in there a little bit. And then what I've got over here is just a little bit of, I didn't have any chicken broth, so I just got some hot water and some chicken bouillon. There's no calories in that. Obviously, there's sodium, but I just used like 1 little teaspoon here, just so that we have some flavor because we do need some moisture. Okay, let's turn this all the way down, low. Get that going in there. All right, and now I'm just gonna add in my crab meat. So I added the rest of the chicken broth, mixed that all together. I added about a teaspoon of lemon juice, and I'm just gonna go in with some pepper. This is me, my son, and Riley tonight, and Cody likes pepper. So I'm just gonna get that mixed up, and then I'm going to, I was gonna stuff them, but I don't think they're, usually I would stuff and roll, but only this one kind of seems like it would roll. The other ones are too thin, too thick and like small. So I think I'm just gonna put it on top, and then I think I'm gonna do like a little lemon butter sauce instead of just straight butter to pour on top of it before we bake it. So I just have a couple of tablespoons of butter, like a drop of oil just to make the butter not burn, a scoop of garlic, and then maybe 2 teaspoons or so of lemon juice, and then salt, pepper, salt, pepper, and garlic powder, obviously. And then I think I'll throw in some parsley. All right, so you can see this is getting a little thicker and it's browning. So I think we're good. I'm gonna taste it and see if it needs a little more lemon. Hold on. I don't want it to start to burn. I have a spoon over here. I like lemon on my fish. Ooh, yep, that's lemony. I think we actually need to cut it a little bit. So just to cut the acid a little bit, I added like maybe a tablespoon or less of water. And then I'm just gonna put this over everything. And we're gonna bake it probably about 350 for like 20-ish minutes. Okay, so I've been doing like a fridge clean out to see what else I'm gonna have. So I have a head of lettuce, so I'm gonna make a salad. However, I don't really have any other vegetables, but I did find some feta. So I'll put some feta in there. I've got some, we've got all kinds of crap going on in here. This was all from the party the other day. My mom left so much stuff. She got the Mexican cheese. I've got more cheese in here. We've got some berries. I've got yogurt. I've got grilled chicken, but I don't really think I wanna. There's some bacon bits, so I think we'll put some bacon bits on there. We have a lot of cheese, more cheese. I don't really have any other, nope, I have salami. We'll put some salami on there. So I don't have any vegetables, no more cucumbers. We don't eat tomatoes. I don't have any carrots or anything, because like I said, we're going on vacation. So I'm not gonna stop buying a bunch of fresh stuff, and I'm trying to clean things out of the refrigerator. So it's gonna be, yeah, a lettuce salad. A little bit more mess than I anticipated. So I had to stop the dishwasher, and we haven't even had dinner yet. The kids just called, and they also want some pasta with theirs. So I have a salad going, and I'm just gonna do some angel hair with like butter and garlic, and that's gonna be dinner. Here are my salads. So like I said, cleaning out the refrigerator, and I didn't have a lot of vegetables, but still was able to make a decent salad. So for the kids, we've got salami and cheese, and then I have got some feta, just a few bacon bits sprinkled in there, a little bit of Colby Jack, and then I've got some cranberry and sunflower seeds. So still a nice, yummy salad. I will eat that with light ranch, or I might even do just like a, I don't know, I might just do like a lemon juice thing. I haven't really decided yet. And then the pasta is going. Here was my dinner: fish, a little bit of angel hair, and my salad. It was delicious. To end the night, I am going to have a pineapple coconut yasso bar. These are my current favorite. These are my obsession right now. 80 calories with 4 grams of protein. Guys, these are so good, so good. I also enjoy, hold on, let me show you my freezer. These creamy mango are delicious. These are also 80 calories. And these are so, oh, maybe I'll have this one instead. The black raspberry chip. These are 100 calories with 4 grams of protein. So I am going to choose my yasso. I went with the pineapple coconut. It is just so delicious. If you guys have not found the like summery, fruity flavored yasso bars, go look for them. They don't have them at Walmart, at least not near me. I have to go to like a local like grocery store. I got these at Hannaford's. They are so yummy, so delicious. They're like creamy. They're just so good. So that is what I eat in a day. I am going to go take a shower and start some packing that will keep me occupied, and I'm gonna go take my shot. I'm gonna do that as soon as I'm done. That is what I eat in a day, guys, on my GLP1 journey. I just want you all to know that you don't have to eat blah, gross, boring food. You can make it yummy, make it delicious. You saw the portion. That was what I had for dinner tonight. I didn't even finish my salad. Dinner was delicious. I was full. I'm having a little treat, and that's it. That's my day. So thank you guys all so much for being here. I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, go hit subscribe, stick around, share it with some friends, like, comment, do all the things, and I will see you guys on the next one. Remember, my friends, when you can't find the sunshine, be the sunshine. Bye.